The Evergreen Media Network Studio, powered by Scott Tree Services.
Welcome to the Lori Davis Show, where it's all about the amazing lifestyle on our Treasure Coast. And here's your host and realtor for life, Lori Davis.
Hello, and welcome to the show. We are so glad to have you here today. Beautiful days, summer days in Florida. I took a picture. I always go and pick up a cocktail that Chef Scott Varicchio at Citrus Grill House does for us, and he's right on the ocean. And today it is emerald green. I mean, it's amazing. I'll show my guests and everybody after, and Cindy after the show. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, this is it. This is what we all wait for.
It's kind of like that.
It's kind of like that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But the green is more green, and I don't even think my photograph really, I mean, I did that one on my phone, which is still pretty good.
Yeah.
But some days are better than others.
Cool.
There's citrus. You know, it's right there on the ocean. Great show. We got everything, and this one is downright sweet. Our guest is sweet. The topic is sweet. Everything is amazing. So we love having him on the show. It's a repeat. So we're looking forward to it. We're going to just keep bringing him around because he's always doing something new and exciting here in Vero Beach. That's what we say here at the Lori Davis Show is this is about lifestyle. It's about why do people come to Vero Beach? They come here because we have such wonderful things to do, places to eat, places to drink, all sorts of things, indoor, outdoor, it doesn't matter. And we're still doing them through the summertime. So that's kind of also a little sneak peek about what we're going to talk about today. What we've got coming up around town on Friday this week is Downtown Friday in historical downtown Vero Beach. There's music, there's food, there's dancing. They close off the road. If you're visiting us from out of town, please get over there. You would be watching this on Facebook or one of the other podcast stations. That is Friday. It's always the last Friday of the month. It goes from 6 to 9 p.m. So we like to get people downtown. It's always a good time. Wear something cool and light, ladies in your sundresses, guys in your shorts and your flip flops, whatever. Enjoy that. We had last week United Against Poverty with us. Some great folks from there. This Saturday is their 9th annual Burgers and Brews. So that's coming up. And wonderful. It starts at 11. It's going to be under the Oaks at Riverside Park. So where everybody does the art shows. So they're going to have some nice shade over there because it gets warm. You've got Under the Oaks. They've got craft beers. They've got an air-conditioned VIP area. The event is free. But if you want to do, now what they're doing is they're doing a contest tasting for the best burger in Vero Beach. So they've got like 14 different vendors. And if you get a punch card and you're going to get to select or try 5 different burgers. Those burgers, $25 now. If you buy it Saturday at the door, it's going to be $30. So that'll be fun. And people do pick. They're scored and they win. I think Chef Scott, Cindy, was one of the judges last year, or one of the years.
Was he?
Yeah. Yeah, he was good.
He should run us in. Scott, if you're listening, just take us in and let us know.
He is listening. He always does. I get texts while I'm on the show from him about something I might say that's wrong or stupid or whatever. Anyway, there's also craft beer tasting. That is that day, and you can do unlimited on that. It's $40 now, $45 on Saturday. But the proceeds benefit United Against Poverty of Indian River County. What an amazing group of folks doing multiple different things. They're helping people get jobs. They're helping them get educated. They've got a grocery store over there for people that, can't really afford. I mean, grocery shopping is expensive. And so you just go in and you register. And if you qualify, then you get to go shop there. And Cindy, we know that there's some great things over there. It's been just wonderful. I went through and I couldn't believe what they did. So, and it's kind of cool too, because they do the kids stuff. They do snacks. They're not just trying to push vegetables on you. It's like what you would find in a regular grocery store.
No, it definitely is. It definitely is. And it's a good mission because, how do I say this politically correct? But I mean, sometimes you wonder where all this food goes, it's a day before it's going out of date or whatever. And you don't want it thrown out. So
it's
that's what
bad.
Some of that stuff is, right? It's not bad.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's not bad. So why not offer it to people at, umpteenth the price?
Super, super discounted prices.
Yeah, and it's still good food and don't waste it.
Yeah.
But they got a lot of good programs over there. And they also have been advertising amazing about that one show that we did a couple of weeks ago with the city clerk and the the legal availability.
Free legal advice.
Yes.
Free legal. Well, it's like $15 for an hour or something like that, wasn't
It's
it?
$1 a minute.
$1 a minute.
So
yeah.
$60 an hour. I mean, most people can afford that.
I know. And if you can't, literally don't not go over there.
Right, because they'll figure it out.
That's right. They're fantastic.
Yeah, they are.
I love what they're doing over there. Great folks. So we had to mention that as something to do this weekend on Saturday. Dale Sorensen, Real Estate by the Numbers. Let's do that. Inventory is up. Everybody's saying, there's no inventory. It's up about 25% over last year. Okay, so what that's telling us is obviously there's more product on the market, but if you're a seller, the buyers have more choice. So you got to make sure you get your price right. And if you get an offer, then you need to work with that offer until you've exhausted it, obviously, if it's ridiculously low. But I'm finding right now, people are not making lowball offers. So people are saying, well, my price is high. Why don't they just make an offer? Because buyers don't want to do that. It's an embarrassing, they don't want to be the person who said, that's your house isn't worth that or whatever.
Yeah.
But when you get to that right number, and I just did it on an adjustment, we were at $630 and I went to $599. I realized $30,000 is a lot. But the minute I went to $599, I had 3 offers. See, 3 people were waiting. 3 people were looking at that product and that price point. So there are buyers out there. There are. So get it right. That's just something I always have to talk about. Now, what do we got? Dale Sorensen Real Estate. Inventory is up. Solds are about the same. They're flat. So that means we're going to have more on the market. It's going to be on the market longer. It's about 3.1 months. So you got 90 days on the market from list to sale. Dale Sorensen Real Estate sold $405 million year to date, 489 transactions, holding at 19.8, 20% of the market share. And the next closest is 13%. Thank you, Citrus Grill House. They always bring us cocktail. Can't do it without them. Today, again, another little spoiler alert about our guest. This is an espresso martini. So we're going to talk about sweets. We're going to talk about coffee. We're going to talk about someone here in this town that's doing that and doing a fabulous job. In the meantime, thank you, Chef Scott, for our fabulous espresso martini. So good. So good. At 1050 Eastern Lily Lane, that's where Citrus Grill House is, right there on the ocean at Humiston Park. You've got to go out there. If it's not fresh, they're not serving it. Just great folks, great staff. Chef's always coming up with something fresh. Beets are in season, or, he gets his tomatoes from an organic farm out west of town. He brings in fresh fish every day and cuts it himself. So whatever you're going to have there is going to be delicious. Thank you so much, Chef Scott, for our martini of the day, our adult beverage of the day for the Lori Davis Show. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. All right. Our guest today, he grew up in Vero Beach, but his life, his business, and travels have taken him to New York City and around the world. He started a company called Bakeri when he got back to Vero Beach, European-infused inspired bakery that creates a variety of pastries, quiches, and sandwiches that are made fresh daily. They also offer a selection of plant-based and gluten-free options. So you really can get whatever you want, no matter what your dietary needs are. There's a new location at the corner of A1A and 17th Street. That's where Hazel House is. It's actually just one. The PNC Bank used to be there, so you're going to go one more north on A1A. And Hazel House, we love them over there. We Tiffany and Kirsten are fabulous. They do furniture, interiors. They do staging for houses if you need your house staged. Welcome, Chris Foster, to the show. Hey, Chris Foster! Yay! Welcome.
Happy to be here.
I'm so excited to have you. So we'll start off with, you used to be over at Miracle Mile. Now Beachside, great location. It's an Airstream Cafe.
Yes.
Tell us about that. Tell us everything that's going on over there.
So, as you said, an Airstream Cafe.
Right? I don't know. I just came off the top of my head.
Yeah, I actually think I manifested, because I used to like, oh my God, it'd be so cool to have an Airstream and do like a cafe. And so,
isn't that fun?
Voila.
There you go.
Airstream Cafe. And I'm happy to be partnering with with Hazel House.
Amazing.
So, my background is event design and entertainment. And so I feel like that we just align so perfectly together.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. Well, and what they've allowed him to do, what we've got is if you're driving north on A1A on the right-hand side, which is where I'm going north on A1A, right on the hand side is Hazel House. And they took over the old SunTrust Bank building, right? So if you're wondering, where is that place? And then right there, just to the north of the building, is the Airstream in the back. And Chris has set up like a little cafe. So he's got chairs and tables and all that kind of stuff. Tell us a little bit about the offerings, and people are going crazy for it. You're running out of things. Tell us about that.
Yes. So we try to take the best of what our customers loved from our other location. And we also added some new things because we are in an Airstream, so the capabilities are a little bit less. But we're still offering our quiches, which we're known for, the Mediterranean quiche. And we have a new product that we are just selling out of, and that is our Dossaint. And the Dossaint is the cross between the croissant and the donut. And we fill it with this month is a summer peach. So we create a summer peach Bavarian pastry cream. I have to stop myself. I am only allowed one bite.
Oh, no.
And then I make my dad, Mark, or one of our staff take the rest because they are addictive.
Really?
Yes.
I love it. A Dossaint. And then a lot of what you do as well, and you do a lot of that for people, is the plant-based and the gluten-free. It's so popular. It's not popular, but people need that in their lives. That's their new dietary restriction. So
yes.
tell us.
And, when we first started, I knew a little bit from being in the city about gluten allergies, but we have found this huge community of people that have these restrictions, gluten. So we're always trying to create products that our clients are needing. So we try to have a variety from plant-based. I was, raw vegan for about 18 years. Well, raw vegan for 2, and then vegan for about 16 years.
Yeah.
And so I really am kind of, from making all of these plant-based meals myself, I am passionate about the plant-based side. So,
yeah.
Yes.
And I mean, so when you see the Airstream, he's doing a lot of stuff, but it's not all being done there. You have an off-site bakery and a kitchen that does a lot of this for you.
Yes. So we, to be able to, maintain our clients' needs, we have an off-site bakery. So literally we are preparing all the breads, the pastries, the homemade croissants at the off-site bakery, and then we take them over around 7 a.m. every morning. But what also is unique about another part of this is that we've actually now have the best coffee in this town. We've partnered with Dossaints out of Brooklyn, and and I had been going to this coffee shop for at least 12 years. I had 2. But this one was absolutely my favorite, and it's because they have their mission with sustainability. They take women who have been trapped in sex trafficking, and they bring them out and teach them how to harvest the beans. And their beans are considered the freshest beans that you can get. So we literally get them from origin in less than 10 days, which is unheard of.
This is a blend of different countries.
This is a single origin, which is phenomenal. And with a the reason why a lot of times people blend origins is because they're trying to achieve a flavor profile.
Right.
These beans are, the notes are chocolate, cherry. There's some notes of nuts. Some of them are harvested under honeybee trees.
Okay.
So you're getting this
essence.
Robust, incredible flavor. And me, I kind of am a coffee snob, so I kind of like it straight.
You can be if you want to be. You're the boss.
I kind of like it straight. And we also are really trying to educate our friends and customers on the importance of really tasting the beans. So devotion requires us not to have any other syrups or anything. They want you to really get the essence of the coffee.
Yeah. I had some, the day you opened, I was over there, Tracy and Val and I, and God, everybody else that I knew that knew you was there. It is a very unique profile. It really is. Black coffee tastes like black coffee. It doesn't taste like a lot. But like you said, yours has flavor without doing anything to it. And like you said, we're not going to do anything to it. Don't ask us to put vanilla or, whatever, cinnamon.
Well, we
something.
had a special client and we had to, sneak a little product in the back. She was not having that. We weren't having this syrup. He's like, I love you, Chris, but I need my syrup.
I love that. Well, okay, so there you go. If you're a frequent customer, you might be able to get your coffee just a little bit differently. So what are the big items that sell over there that you're mostly going through? Breakfast and lunch,
breakfast and lunch. So we we're one of the items for this week, and for the next 2 weeks will be our Cuban panini, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Our lemon basil chicken salad. I hands down, I think it's the best chicken salad I've ever had. And our customers are obsessed with it.
Okay.
And then the quiche. Then the quiche.
The quiche.
And this week we're releasing our Italian sandwich, which is a thin slice of prosciutto.
Yeah.
We made our house made pesto with a little burrata and a little balsamic and some arugula.
Oh my God. And then you make the bun, obviously. It's your roll that you've baked.
Yeah.
So
well,
it's a fresh bake?
I have to cheat with that. So
okay.
We're partnering with I'm baguette obsessed. And so I was going all the way to Miami to get the right baguette. And there is a friend who was at my favorite bakery in New York City for bread at Sullivan Bakery who started his own company in Jupiter.
Okay.
So we get our baguette from there, and he is passionate about the process of bread making.
Yes.
And all the things that I love, passion, visual.
Food, visual, taste, just the whole enjoyment. I love it. Hey, listen, we have to take a break. We have commercials. That's how we pay for this show. But we'll be back with Chris Foster from M Bakery and the Airstream Cafe over at Hazel House. We'll see you back in a minute.
Enjoy Riverside Theater's Comedy Zone, where the comedy is wild, untamed, and downright hilarious. Come out this Friday and Saturday night at 6 and 8 p.m. for the Treasure Coast's best live stand-up comedy show, featuring nationally recognized comedians with cabaret-style seating and food and drink table service. Warning, you may laugh until it hurts. Kickstart your evening with live entertainment, food, and drinks at Live in the Loop. Buy tickets at riversidetheater.com and get ready for a night of non-stop laughs.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats, and chairs in all the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Riverside, Universal, Four Seasons, Braxton Color, and Capri. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of Berlin Gardens, Hollywood, and Kingsley Bait. We specialize in fire bits, outdoor rugs, umbrellas, and replacement cushions. Right now, we're having a super summer sale with lots of great markdowns and discounts on everything you need for your Florida home, including all pictures, lamps, and accessories are half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Don't forget to visit our outlet store directly across the street and visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Sunshine Furniture.
Hey, you! Host your very own show every week at Evergreen Media Network in Vero Beach. Go live to YouTube and Facebook with up to 4 people and your very own producer. Be heard on more than 15 podcast platforms and local radio. All you have to do is show up and talk. Your guests can join from anywhere in the world. It's easy to get started with the largest podcast studio on the Treasure Coast. Contact Evergreen Media to tour the studio.
God. I don't know if you guys know, but I really do love doing this show. And we just have the neatest people. It's you just find out so many wonderful things about people. And we have just a lot. I shouldn't say some. We have a lot of really cool people that live in this town that are doing wonderful things. We have Chris Foster on from M Bakery, and he's got his Airstream Cafe. I'm just calling it that for my show. It's right there at Hazel House, right there on A1A at just north of the 17th Street Bridge, east side of the street if you're going north. Chris, you've got something exciting to tell us about that's going to happen in November for you.
Yes.
It's going to be a little bit of expansion from an Airstream.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're opening a full cafe called M Kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited. We are hosting what we call the Brunch Club. I'm bringing in chef friends of mine from around the world to host 12 brunches for the year.
Wow.
The first one is a Michelin star chef from France, a great friend of mine, Pascal, who grew up in the Sancerre region.
Yeah.
And he is hosting the first French brunch. And then there will be Spain, so you'll get a little Spanish brunch inspired. But these are all fine, fine chefs. And yeah, living in 9 different countries, food has been a really huge part. And I wanted to bring these experiences home.
Yes.
So M Kitchen. And hopefully November is our first brunch. So you'll hear more.
How many seats will you hold? I know where the location is. Do you want to tell people where it's going to be?
Yes. So it's right next to Labels Clothing on 2066 Avenue.
6th Avenue, a Miracle Mile area, guys. Right around the corner from where the Publix is. I try and tell everybody on 6th Avenue, heading north. It's going to be on your right there.
Yes, and so we'll be hosting 2 seatings. We think we can get around 50 people each seating.
Okay.
Saturday and Sunday. And the really cool thing that we're doing is in the contracts that I write with the chefs, they have to host a cooking class.
Okay. When are we going to be able to sign up ahead of time? Because I had you on the show.
The list
when do I get to do
long,
this?
So you better hurry up.
Is it? No, I mean, seriously, do you already have people signing up?
People are so excited. And these are just like friends. I've been like, yes.
I know, but you can come up with 50 pretty quick.
Absolutely. Yes. So we
friends of a friend, like Tracy and I would be like, yeah, we're in all of it. And every month, once a month, you're going to do a guest show.
Yes. And so we'll have still our full bakery, but we will have a full items for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually have a secret that I can't release, but there will be another fine chef that will be hosting a nightly dinners. And so we're trying to make this really elevated, unique spot. Living in New York City and Europe, there was all these spots, and this will be one of them that people would love. And David Maughan is designing the space. So
I can't wait to see it. It's going to be amazing. I just, the thought of having that. And then will you still have the Hazel House location?
We are there for forever.
I know. The Hazel House, we were talking earlier, right now it's outside, and he's got his cafe outside the Airstream. But there's actually talk about doing an interior spot for you. And they've kind of started to do that already, right?
Yes. So we are really taking advantage of being outside. So we don't want to, this is not about being inside, but they have a covered space now that we're going to build out. We're decking it.
Yeah.
I'm designing these huge hanging baskets that will be oversized, that will hang.
Yeah.
Kirsten she's brought in these beautiful wicker chandeliers that will be unique, and so there'll be ventilation, ceiling fans, and just another element of design that you'll get. But we have rainy days, and we don't want to stop you from coming because it's raining.
No, because you don't have to. And I think it's really cool too, because knowing the girls and the design that they do and the shop there are very, very high end. I mean, it's just creative, and it's Vero, and it's Florida. And I can't wait to see. I'm going to see there are plants everywhere. It's just going to be, oh my gosh. And you're going to be that lemon basil chicken salad that I'm obsessed with, and I haven't even had any yet. I'll be eating that tomorrow. Anyway, thank you so much for being with us today. I really appreciate Chris Foster and Bakeri. We're going to have him back when he's got something else to tell us because he said he's already given us a secret. Thank you so much. Be safe out there. Guys, go visit there at Hazel House. Go over to the Airstream Cafe. Try his delicious coffee. Everything else he's got going on. Be safe. We'll talk to you soon. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Thanks, Chris.